Guys, so we are continuing to work on describing characters in a story and predicting what they will do next. So I know that our learning target right now is about working with others. So we are going to continue this work with our book clubs today. But before we do this work for our book clubs, let's think about Winn-Dixie, the book that we've been reading together as a class. All right, so this is the Story Mountain. You also have this in with your book club, right? With your book club discussion guide. So let's make this a little easier to see. Here we go. So the first part of our Story Mountain, number 1, is we need to describe what the character wants and what problem is getting in the way. And as you can see, when we go up the mountain, the problem starts to get worse, actually. And when you get to number 3, the climax is when the problem's at its absolute worst. And then you solve the problem. And the character learns a lesson from the problem and is changed. And that's how it ends. We're going to talk more about how this mountain progresses in the next few sessions. But for now, what I want you to focus on today in this Edpuzzles, I want you to pretend like you're filling in box 1 here. What is the problem? What does Opal want? And what keeps getting in the way? Okay, so you are answering the question. Describe what Opal wants and what problem is getting in the way of her getting what she wants. Okay, so right now, answer that question in this Edpuzzle. All right, so now that you've answered this question, let's go over some of the answers, because the cool thing is that, there's more than one right answer here. All right, so one problem that I can think of that Opal faces is that she is lonely. Right, she lives in a new town and she doesn't know a lot of people yet. Also, she kind of is struggling with the preacher, with her father, right? First of all, she calls him the preacher to begin with because she doesn't really see him as a father. She feels very far away from him, like they don't really connect. She doesn't know a lot about him. Okay, so those are 2 ideas I can think of for the problem. That doesn't mean that if you said something else that your idea was incorrect, right? As long as you are able to explain why Opal wants that and why it's a problem, that is okay. All right, so now it's your turn to start to do this with your book club text, okay? So when you go to, So when you're on Reading Workshop, remember I have all of them because I'm the teacher. Let's say you're on the Shield. Today you're going to click on your Shield book club. Find your guide. And you notice that you have your own Story Mountain. Okay, so today I want you to try to fill in at least this number 1 box on your Story Mountain. So remember, go down to day 2. Today is day 2, session 8, and this will tell you what you are working on. Okay, pages 19 to 33. You might have something different to work on, like making a prediction in your prediction tracker, but I'm also telling you right now, if you have not already from yesterday, try to fill in at least box number 1 for your Story Mountain. All right? Get to work, readers.